Hi guys, CCG Collector here. I already reviewed the UltraPro 9-card screw-down holder, but today I'd like to take a look at two other ones, the 4-card holder and the 2-card holder. Now, my big concern with the 9-card holder was that it was so large and the screws weren't screwing down very well, and I was concerned that I wouldn't get a very good seal with it, because, well, there was so much of it. But here, I'm hoping that problem will be alleviated with the 2-card and the 4-card holders, just because they're smaller, it's easier to secure, there's less room for slipping and sliding. So, let's see how they hold up. As before, we have our top plate and our bottom with just very, very, very slightly recessed spots for the cards. So, let's see how they feel. Now, it's possible that it's because I have these cards in perfect fit sleeves, but they do not rest in the recesses very well. However, as I screw down the top, that should work itself out. So the important thing is to get these perfectly centered where I want them first, and that way I won't have any edges caught between the two panels. And here goes. And forgive me if this is a little awkward. I'm kind of doing this around the camera. It's easy enough to show booster packs and cards and such in front of a camera. A little bit harder to work with tools. But, well, right away, these screws feel like they're going in a lot better than on the other one. They're catching right away. They're not sliding around a lot. And I'm hoping that will hold up. And as usual, I spoke too soon. Let's try another corner. Now, my big complaint with the other screw-down holder, there we go, right away, is that it didn't seem to be manufactured very well. The holes for the screws, dropped one just a second, the holes for the screws were not well drilled, I guess, so it was hit or miss whether or not you'd catch it and how well they'd stay in and how tightly the whole assembly would hold together. But this one does seem to be, except for that one corner, holding up a little bit better. Alrighty, 5 out of 6, and let's get the last one in here. Alright, took a little bit of cajoling, but here we go. So, looks alright as usual. Cards seem okay. Now this one does not, one thing that I mentioned about the 9-card screw-down holder was that it had recesses on the sides to hang, or in the back side, to hang onto a wall, like a picture of sorts. This does not have that. I expect it's because UltraPro probably has a little stand or something that you can mount it on. Of course, it did not come with the stand, but so far, I like it. And is it passing the shake test? Cards look good. All right. On to the 4-card one. Same deal here, UltraPro 4-card holder. Now, I think what I would have liked to see would be I'll hold off until I'm done opening this. I think what I would have liked to see would be maybe a 2x2 layout instead of a 4x1, just because some cards I think would benefit from that. I mean, they make Hold on. There we go. in their portfolios, their binders that come with sheets already in them. They have the standard 3x3 ones. They have the 4 binders, which have 3 rows of 4 cards instead, useful for what are called play sets in games like Magic the Gathering, because you're only allowed to have up to 4 cards in a deck of the same type. And they have little pocket-sized ones, I guess, where you can have a playset, but it's on each page, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I have not seen that option here, but I think I would have liked to have a 2x2 instead of a 4 across, particularly for storage reasons. I mean, this is fairly good sized. I want to say it's over a foot long, and sometimes that can cause trouble with it. Like, I keep a lot of my more valuable cards in a safe, along with silica gel packets so that they don't curl up or have anything go wrong with them. But I don't know if this would fit in the one that I keep them in. Now, of course, these are all expensive cards, and the problem with these in particular is that they are foils, so they are going to have a curve to them, which means it's very hard to keep them properly in the recesses. And you can see right now, even as I do this, that the Qui-Gon Jinn and the Imperial class Star Destroyer are tilting just because they don't stay. They don't stay inside. And now the Carillion Corvette is sticking to the top. So I think I'm going to just, because they're in perfect fit sleeves or because the recesses are so shallow, the cards do not want to stay in place. And that can be a concern if I'm sealing this up, because, you know, say I'm screwing this down and then the edges get caught, and now I have what was an expensive card, but with a crimped or a bent edge. And I don't really care for that. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave it here. I'll leave it with my review of the two card screw down holder, and trust that's good enough. And I will take care of these and then just call back to it in a later video. So this is the CCG Collector. These are the UltraPro 2 card and 4 card screw downs, and thank you all for watching.